Welcome everyone back to Fractures of Reality. In the last session we fought, well, air quotes fought, against some vicious gigantic beasts that were made of rather, well, some odds and ends. And everyone followed the trail, and they are after the creator of said monstrosities. So, we last left off where you guys were still following the trail.
Yep.
Correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Do you guys deviate from it or anything? Any problems with the trail, or do you just keep following it?
I'm gonna keep following it. I'm gonna have Viva actively look out in my stead, as Charlotte would probably be using the goggles that she has just to see if she spots anything.
Sure.
That makes sense.
Roll me. Sorry. Sure, roll me a perception.
Would that be for Charlotte or for Shiva?
Whichever one. Like I said, you can roll with whichever one you want to roll.
I get what you're saying, but like as in, this is Charlotte's looking for souls, but Shiva's looking out for everything else hostile. So it's fine.
Okay. Very well. I'll allow you to roll. Very well. I'll allow you to roll both.
Well, I mean, they're for two different reasons. Sorry, I'm bringing it up. Shiva.
I know.
Souls, so yeah, okay.
Like I said, I understand. So yeah, I'll let you roll.
Okay, let me roll. This is Sheila for looking around,
Okay.
and this is Charlotte for looking for the other stuff.
Okay. So you don't spot any souls in the vicinity, but you do see the trail that you guys are following fairly clearly.
Okay. Should just prepare for it, then that's all.
Alright. Then with that, I will bring you guys to the next map. You all find the trail winding, and a path begins to form that the tracks are following down as you scale higher and higher up the mountain. You come to a fork in the road with let me finish. You come to a fork in the road with a signpost that's been put at the fork. There's a trail that heads north and a trail that heads into a cave. Now you may go.
Okay, so north.
You wanted to do something?
I had half a grip on an idea, but it's gone now. It might come back in a bit.
Alright, well, in that case, just a heads up for everyone. Roll20 has been doing this thing where it doesn't scroll. So just remember to check that it's scrolled down for you on occasion. Because it was forgetting to do that with my other game this morning.
Wallfly. Yeah, that gets annoying at times.
Alright, so, does anyone approach the signpost to read it?
Good,
Flora does, because
Okay.
she's a dunce. What could possibly go wrong?
Does anyone stop her?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Someone had to do it.
Can I have control of Shiva, or is that not?
Oh. Sure, I wasn't
Yeah.
I wasn't aware you didn't have control. Let me fix that.
Yeah.
It's because I changed the token out. Let me just fix that up.
Yeah.
Shiva is right there. Bam. You should have control now.
I can move her. Yes. Okay.
All right.
Flora's gonna read the signs.
All right. So here's what the sign says. South, the exit. East, Mad Hopper's lair. And the sign pointing to the north just says nothing. Like there isn't nothing written on this. Like, someone has written on the sign the word nothing. Not that the sign is blank.
Okay, so
Cora relays this.
that is like, I don't need to say it, that's an obvious trick, right?
Actually, Cora comes back, relays this, and starts ritual casting a certain spell. Since someone's not part of the collective yet.
Collective. Okay. Charlotte would nod over to Korax. I'm assuming that was IC, and say, "Yeah,
Yes,
I mean,
which honestly makes me kind of curious about what is in the cave.
I agree on that. Should we send a scout?"
Now, actually, how topical. I now remember what I was going to ask. DM, who's going to be piloting Jezebel and Ryu?
I'll take over for them.
Okay. I mean, eh.
It would be rather foolish to send everyone to an obvious trap. So I think we should send someone to make sure it's not not a trap that could fly.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Well, I've got a fast way to check that at least, and Korax is going to cast invisibility
Alright.
on herself.
Okay.
And she's just gonna. Okay. Okay. She's gonna keep to the path, trying at taking care of trying not to leave any footprints, because footprints in the snow coming out of nowhere. That'd probably be a dead giveaway if there's anything waiting.
Sure.
Does Korax need to be in range during the entire casting time, or only when I finish?
The casting time for what?
She's ritual casting telepathic bond.
8 hours, right?
The spell, the effect of the spell lasts an hour.
Right.
Can you just click the spell, please, Clara?
I did. It's right above the invisibility.
Oh, sorry, like I said, the scroll.
Yeah, Wallfly. That's what it's called.
One action. Yeah, you finished that beforehand. And it doesn't have a distance.
What I meant is she's not using a spell. She's not using a spell slot to cast it. And ritual casting usually takes like 10 minutes, doesn't it?
Yes, I said that it took. I said it took you 10 minutes, and that is being done.
Yeah.
Okay. Just double checking.
But yeah, you got that done. Anyway, Corax.
Yeah, so Korax is just going to go forward as quietly as possible, not really sure what she's supposed to be hiding from.
Alright, so that'll be a stealth check with advantage because you're invisible, and a perception check.
Right. Oh, gotta check that off. Okay, stealth.
Okay?
All right. And 15.
Alright. So, you look around the cave and reveal that it is indeed a dead end. But it's not only a dead end, there are creatures. One creature is a large skeletal dragon that is currently clinging to the roof. And the second is some sort of creature made from many different parts that has a human head and like differently colored arms and torso, that sort of thing. And he's currently sitting on a rock and just staring at the entrance.
Okay, so if Well, if this mad scientist had these, there's a good chance there's more of them where he is. Korax is thinking, not talking.
Okay. Are you telling us that for the bond or not?
I'm okay. No, here's what I say through the bond.
Okay.
So, yeah, two monsters lying in ambush. One is a big dragon skeleton, and the other is I don't know what the other is. Another amalgamation monster, I think.
Yeah, you can just call them monstrosities if you like.
Sure.
Also, there is one other thing I forgot to mention.
Oh.
About over here on this wall here. Hold on, let me pick up right cut. This wall here. There's some sort of circular device.
Okay. There. Okay. There's one other thing. I'm gonna try and check it out. If you hear any loud noise, just come running.
Korax, I got one question before you do whatever you do about the monstrosity you see.
Yeah.
Does it look like they're sentient? As in they have a mind of their own?
Well, they're smart enough to watch the door, at least.
Alright.
Beyond that, I can't say.
That's lots of fair. If we do go into a fight in this, let's try and keep him alive and get some information.
Well, if it is sentient and then killing it might be an act of mercy.
Oh no, we need information first. If it is going to be an act of mercy, we will kill him.
Well, hold off on the decision for now. It'll probably be easy enough to figure out during the fight.
Alright, continue what you're going to do.
Okay, so Korax is gonna just be creeping up to the walls, up to the wall. At this point, she's deciding it's probably a good thing she's not wearing armored high heels anymore, because it would be a lot harder to sneak around in those.
Since you've gone off the path and onto the snow, I'm gonna need you to roll another stealth check just to see if you make any crunching. It's not a high check, it's just a quick check.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I'm gonna be honest. I thought this was rock. Oh well.
This is probably rock, to be fair, so I can see where she's coming from.
Yeah, but okay, no, I get it. If it's snow, if she says it's snow, it's snow.
Oh, well, it might be rock. There's a difference in the texture there, so I assumed it was snow, but it could be rock, yeah.
Well, either way, 22.
Yeah, no issues. You manage to approach the strange device, and you hear what sounds like a static sound, basically.
All right, what exactly does it look like up close?
It is a small circular device with almost like a net on the front.
DM question. Does the telepathic bond also allow me to transmit images as well as words?
Let me double check. It doesn't say, so I'm gonna make a DM rolling and say sure.
Okay. Hey. Well, Charlotte, you know machines. Any idea what this is? And I'm just gonna basically think this thing really hard through my head.
Roll me intelligence, Neko.
Nope.
You're not sure. But you can tell it's definitely something that's very high tech. Like the screws they used on it, you didn't notice them at first, but there's actually really tiny screws on it. And to make that would take technology you don't even have.
hate to say it, Corax, I can't. I actually do not know. If I look closer to it, maybe I can see what his function is. But based off an image, I'm very limited. I don't even recognize it.
Well, this like Corax's look. Corax looks at the monsters. If we got rid of them now, maybe we'd be able to get a better look. But well, allowed that there's a very good chance that this mad scientist has more of them, and a loud fight could alert them.
If that was over the bond, I would reply to that. It's kind of hard to tell. Sorry.
That was over the telepathic bond.
Okay. Honestly, Corax, if you feel we can take on what's in that room now, we can set up the defensive. We probably can handle whatever they throw at us here. A lot of the things want to die anyway. But we would need to set up a point. I can leave Shiva behind as an emergency get out for me, and I can get out a few people in the process. But that's the only plan I got. Other than just charging in.
And say that last part a little bit. My AC just came on at an inconvenient time.
I got
it. Yeah, drown you out of it.
Charlotte would mention that she can get out of the if it is an actual trap that would hold them in there. That's what she's implying. She can get out if she leaves Shiva behind, and if she's out, she can get the rest of the party out.
Okay.
If it is that type of trap. So if we're worried about that, that's fine. And also, she pointed out this too at the first half, in case you didn't get that, is if we can take on what's ever in that room, regardless of noise, we can set up a defensive, and that would be easier to take them on if they have to come through only one entrance.
You make a very good point.
I was a strategist. So we can go with that. I'll leave Shiva behind near the entrance, and I can go to her if it is that bad.
All right. I guess we're sneaking up on these things then. I will sneak around and get into attack position.
Give us about a minute tops. We should be ready.
Yeah, like Korax is going to use some of that minute to just get into position.
Yeah. Charlotte would position Shiva right over here, trying to hide in the snow. That's what she's doing with Shiva. And just tell her to be stationary.
Cicada, Thora, anything you two are going to do for to get ready?
Clara's gonna wait for everyone to be ready. She's going to peek and when everyone is ready, she's going to peek into the cave and say hello.
Well, don't do that. I haven't cast my spells yet.
That's what she says when you're ready.
Okay. So after the minute, I will be casting haste on myself.
Okay.
When it's about that time.
I guess I can use summon aberration.
You got a minute, so if you have any spells that require a little bit of time, you have time to do so.
Alright, as for Jezebel, she would probably roll stealth and get into position as well. So I'll have her just quickly roll stealth.
And Shiva need to roll stealth. Would that matter? But she in the fight, but I'm just asking.
She has gotten pretty close, so just have her roll really quickly.
Oh, that's fine.
And as for Ryu, I'd imagine he'd probably roll stealth too, so
With
I will just do
disadvantage because heavy armor.
right, thanks for reminding me. And the thing has failed to scroll for me again. Really wish I can't wait for them to fix that. Alright, so 16 for Ryu, and that's a save, and 15 should cover it. Okay, so you do get a surprise round, everyone. When you guys are ready, you may roll initiative. And now that I've rolled that, Corax? Yeah. Corax, I'm going to give you access to Jezebel's sheet just for this fight.
Okay.
And, Neku, I'm gonna give you access to Ryu's sheet. Is that okay?
Dang, you gave me the hard one out of the two.
I can give it to someone else if you want.
Nah, it's fine. I know Clark a little bit, so I can do it.
I just figured I'd give it to you because you both play similar you play in the same, you know, like close mid range.
That's fair.
Yeah. Nope. I get you. And yeah, I can do this.
All right. You should have access, and don't read any of the bio stuff naturally, and don't change anything on their sheets. You're just here to help me roll for combat.
I don't
Right,
have
I'm
access
just
to
go-
Ryu.
I'm getting it now.
Okay, it's just playing.
Bet. But yeah, there you go. You should both have access to their sheets now.
So many spots.
And if it's okay, I would like to summon my Beholderkin aberration.
Alright, well, before we get into that, everyone is getting ready for their surprise turns. So you can do that then, okay? Because we should probably enter combat before you start summoning things.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright, so everyone is ready? You're all in position?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Alright, Laura, did you roll for stealth?
She did not.
Would you roll for me, please?
Oh, actually, I'd like to add something with Jezebel getting in position.
Yeah?
As she gets into position, and I'd like her to cast Armor of Agathis, please.
Well, we'll get to that when it gets to the surprise round, because everyone's getting things they want to do, and we'll do it then. You made it, so you just beat it.
Okay. Well, she was gonna say hello. Is there anyone in there? So.
Do you want to? So you want to give up the surprise round?
Oh, if it's gonna ruin everyone's surprise.
Yes, it will.
Hmm.
5, 4, 3, 2. No, you got to decide now. 5. Okay, thank you.
Silent.
In that case, everyone roll initiative. Remember to click on your tokens. Let's see, we got a Clara, we've got Corax, we've got Clara, we got Charlotte, we got Cicada. We also need to read Jezebel's on there twice. So, I see, the first one is... Yeah, which one of those is the roll for Jezebel, Corax? Because there's a 12 and a 9.
Oh.
Okay, I'll just use the 9 then. Alright, that should be everyone. Sending. Oh, no?
I had to find it. I have a lot of items. I'm just telling you I got an advantage on my initiative.
Okay.
So I will be rolling twice for Charlotte.
Okay.
I'm just making sure I click on Charlotte now, and I'm rolling.
Go for it.
Yeah, that mattered.
Alright, you got the 21.
Right.
With that, Charlotte. First turn, you have surprise. You may go as you wish.
Okay. I am affected by haste, right?
Have you cast haste?
Yes. I mentioned I was doing a while I was whipping Shiva.
The thing is that don't. Let me just explain why I was saying I didn't want anyone to summon anything. Because your skill only lasts a minute, and outside of combat, a minute is not a lot of time. Which is why I was going to have everyone do their cast during the surprise round.
That's fine. I was going to state that I was going to cast it because Charlotte gave Korax a time. It's like she said she'll be there in a minute. That's when we can start. That way I was able to prep up that haste. But if you wanted me to do it during the thing, that's fine. I don't mind either way. I'll just let you know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Korax a time.
I appreciate your understanding, but yeah, I'm gonna say it's part of your surprise round if that's okay.
That's fine. That does take an action, but I get you. I'll cast haste
Yeah.
myself.
You do still get another action because of haste now, though.
Yeah, but it can only be used for attack, I believe. That's why I was trying to. But it's fine. I'm gonna go in there, and I guess what I think Charlotte moves. Did this for a while.
As a reminder for everyone, the dragon is on the ceiling at the moment.
Okay. Sorry. Actually, does Charlotte have 635? No, 30. So she can't make this based off that. She'll be over here though.
Okay, and that's your.
She'll go. That's not my turn. That's my movement.
Sorry.
Gotcha. It's okay. I will. Charlotte doesn't have a full view of the room yet, but she can probably glance now thanks to Korax's information, and she will fire at the dragon with her bow gun.
Alrighty, roll your attack. Oh wait, hold on. It's stopped scrolling on me again.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, she'll just do that. I don't. Yeah, okay, that's fine. She'll just fire.
Alright, so the dragon.
The auto crossbow.
That'll hit.
Okay, I'm not doing the rapid fire. I would state if I was. I'm also gonna hit him with a jolt though, so that will do this.
Okay.
It's 2d6. I got it. I set it up wrong. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, it's 2d6. I'll roll that real quick. For
Okay.
4 damage. So there you go. That is her turn.
Cool. Cicada.
Okay. I am going to summon my Beholder Kid and pick up.
Sure thing. You should be able to drag that. I think it's under pets, isn't it? Yeah. You should be able to click and drag it onto the stage and use it.
Okay. Yeah. No, he's not that big. He's medium sized.
Either way.
Yeah. And his HP is currently 40 plus. At this level, let me see. Let me check again. I'm sorry. Level 5, so he should have 90 HP at this level.
Sure.
And
Is that your turn?
yeah, that's my turn, but I'm going to order him to go into the cave.
Okay. Go for it.
I can. There we go. Right there. Wait, yeah, he has a flying speed of 30.
Okay. Is that your turn then?
And he has a range of 150 feet with an eye ray. So
Okay.
I'm going to attack this dragon.
Okay.
And he gets 2 attacks.
You have advantage because they are surprised, so both hit.
Okay.
What's that weird sound I'm hearing?
Be 27 psychic damage.
That's easy.
Alright.
Oh yeah, that is.
That's 22.
Oh, 22 psychic damage.
Also, that's a hit. Okay, natural, yeah, great.
Yeah.
Alright. And that's your turn. The Flash Golem spends its turn becoming unsurprised. And as it does, you guys hear the strange device that actually Neku, are you back yet?
Yeah, I'm back.
Just wanted to check because I know you heard a sound and went to check on it. The strange device that you guys spotted crackles to life, and a voice rings out. You have fallen into my trap! Yeah!
Ah, the radio. Good.
Flora.
Clara has been pondering and has realized that nobody is within a nice bless range. The dragon and the golem are not close enough for what she wants to do next, but the dragon probably warrants this anyway.
As a reminder, the dragon is on the roof.
She aims for the dragon. And at this point in time, I realized, oh, the dragon might not be. Actually, it's wisdom. Never mind. So, that is slow. It needs to make a wisdom save.
Okay. Oh, that stupid thing isn't scrolling again. I'm like, where's the rolls?
Wow.
Like I told you, it keeps. It,
It's a decent
sorry.
roll, but it's not enough.
If you don't hear me comment, that's why. It's because I haven't realized that the chat is scrolled and I'm still waiting for you without realizing.
Yeah.
Alright, but yeah. So your DC is 19 and that's an 18.
That's sad.
You hear accordion music.
Okay, so
Hello, how are you guys? She says,
Alright, so at the end of its turn, it makes a wisdom saving throw. Okay. Jezebel.
Okay, so quick question: is Jezebel still stealthed? She's
Yes.
Okay, then in that case, she was gonna go for the flesh golem, but now that the dragon is compromised and has lowered AC, she's gonna take a crack at him instead. Hold on, let me just check distance here. I probably should have done that before. My bad. Okay, so that one's definitely in range. You said this guy's clinging to the ceiling. How high up on the ceiling is he?
It's about 30 feet up.
Okay, so still within range. So yeah, Jezebel. Slow gives him a -2 penalty to AC. So target of opportunity, Jezebel is going to take a crossbow shot at the dragon.
can't you do Eldritch Blast?
Crossbow shots get sneak attack damage.
That'll hit, so that's 18 damage.
Okay, and then bonus action, she's going, and she's going to, and she's going to, and then actually movement and bonus action, and she's going to dive for a different different cover, and hide behind a different set of rocks before, or the dragon even knows where that shot came from. So she's going to hide again.
All right,
Elf.
you were hit it. Ryu.
All right, so I get to do something fun. I was looking over how the abilities work.
Mhm.
And I'm very excited to do this now. And this is the only time I'll ever do this. So
Mhm.
Ryu is going to go over here, and I'm going to do the most Ryu thing I could think of to do, and I'm going to ask for help. Alex!
That's funny. Also a little bit mean.
It is a little bit mean, but it's really funny.
So roll me 1d100.
Oh, so yes. Okay.
So equal to or lower than your cleric level. So if it's less than 10.
Yes, that's how this will work. No! Ah! Ignorance, I call us all the time.
Like, hey, look on the bright side. Now we don't have to tell Ryu that he got off a divine intervention when he wasn't here.
Oh, that was hilarious. We would call
Yeah,
out like
that'd be
Pete.
like-
We call
Guys.
That'd be fun.
As funny as this is, we gotta move on. Is that Ryu's
Okay,
turn?
okay.
No, if that happened, I'd actually take his side at that point because that's just horrible.
I will use a bonus action. Then I can have that still.
Sure.
And I will summon a spiritual weapon.
Alright.
This guy.
Where did I put his spiritual? Ah, yes, I was using the fragment. There's a spiritual weapon.
Okay. We'll move it. Oh. Okay, there we go. Move it right there, and I will hit with it. I believe I can do a on-hit summon, I believe. So I just do it at second level. That's 13 hit.
It does. So you do 5 force damage.
Yes.
Okay, low armor. That's good to know.
Alrighty, that's Ryu's turn. I read that and really have to start laughing. Alright, I'm done.
Alright. Shiva.
I put her on the throne order in case something did happen. She is sitting there until Charlotte can.
Okay. Correct.
Okay, I have to admit, when I placed Korax here, I had completely forgotten that the dragon was clinging to the ceiling. So
Little awkward there.
yeah, I'm gonna try something just a little bit crazy here, and want know that okay, no, that would not knock something down from the sky, and also this. Okay, yeah, so this is not the environment for Sleet Storm.
Isn't that the spell that every single time you've cast it, it's gone wild?
It is, but still.
Don't worry about it.
It's a really powerful debuffing spell. I just have.
I know. I'm just teasing you. Anyway, your attack?
Well, it's not going to be an attack, not quite.
Whatever you're doing, please do so.
I'm going to cast Command on the dragon.
Man,
At level 1. And I'm gonna, and it's just gonna hear drop.
oh, that's a good one. Ooh,
It needed to roll a 16 or higher.
The dragon falls to the ground.
yeah, I like that.
That's it.
Okay.
Dragon is low. They can't use reactions.
Uh,
It's going to on its turn. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I was about to say, like, it's supposed to like use its next action. Like, that's its next action.
That's what I meant. Is that your turn though?
I don't think I can really do anything as a bonus action. Yeah, I think that's my next turn. I think that's my turn.
All right, Charlotte.
So anyway, I realized I didn't have any more grenades, so I'm gonna start blasting.
So I
Blast away.
So,
Alright.
anyways, I started blasting.
Yeah, that's me. Like, I just realized there's a flaw. I have to upkeep the grenade ammo. That really sucks. So I'm gonna start firing these at him instead. 1 crossbow. 14.
Remember to keep track of your ammunition.
Oh, I have that. I promise you.
So let's see. I'm afraid that misses.
Okay, second fire.
That's a nut 20.
With
Yeah, that's probably go. I'm pretty sure that hits.
I am going to arcane jolt that for 46 damage. Tank that doubles crits, right?
Sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
46 ahoy. Let me just. This is 46 force, if that matters. Oh wow, that's the best D6 hyper rolls.
Oh, it's done the scrolling thing again.
Yeah. It's fine. I rolled a 6 on my 46s. Yeah.
Ah, that's so annoying.
I hate to see it.
I will go a little bold now, and I'll start using my rapid fire feature as my third attack.
Okay.
So this is gonna be with a -5.
Right.
I believe that's how we did that. Yeah, so that's a 20.
That's gonna hit.
Yeah, that is the damage. And this is gonna be a -7. Let me just make sure we rolled that. Yeah, a -7 for the next attack. That is a 12.
That misses.
Okay, so I lost like 6 ammos. All right, we're good. That is my turn.
All right. As always, you roll the dice, and I don't know why you like gambling so much, Neku. I think we need to have an intervention.
No, because so I do not like this feature too much because it initially starts off bad. That's my complaint. But otherwise, I think it's a fun feature.
Fair enough. Cicada.
Okay. I am going to hover over here because I have a flying speed of 60.
I guess.
Yep.
And it's just a concentration spell, so that doesn't leave me with very many options. Except for one.
Options are for cowards.
But I kind of don't want to use it yet. So I'm just gonna try and peek around this corner and cast Eldritch Blast on the dragon.
Go for it.
It's no, both of those miss. Blah.
And it's doing the scrolling thing again. God damn it. Yeah, those both miss.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
I hope roll 20 fixes that soon.
is gonna move over here, hovering 10 feet in the air, mind you, and it's gonna fire some bolts at this fella over here.
Alright.
Blah.
So, the 8 will... So with the 8, you fire off one blast at really strong power, but then your beholder sort of blinks a bit, and they can't get off the second blast because they forgot to put eye drops in.
No.
Makes perfect sense. Terrible thing to happen.
Anyway, so that's 15 psychic damage.
Alrighty.
I thought you were gonna have it hit me.
So, the Flash Golem is going to stand up because it was sitting. It's going to turn and look around, and based on the distance, we have someone who's 25 and someone who's 55, so they are going to move towards Ryu. And they can definitely reach, so 25 and bam, they're there.
That's I like to call discrimination in that one.
And they are going to do this. Slam, slam, slam-a-lam.
And those are both misses, I'm afraid.
Fuck.
Okay. And that is its turn. Flora.
Laura,
Brain!
Sorry. Got distracted. Let's see. So. I apologize. I was not paying more attention. Luckily, this is not concentration, and I really don't want to get hit.
And it's doing the scrolling thing again. Damn it.
Mirror image.
Okay. Fair enough. So that's your action.
I'm gonna give Ryu some inspiration.
Okay.
As bonus action.
It is now Jezebel's turn. That's you.
Right. So, let's see. So tell me, oh wait, the dragon hasn't dropped yet, has it?
Nope, because its turn hasn't come yet.
Okay, well, Jezebel, Jezebel in that, Jezebel can do almost as much damage with the crossbow. Uh-oh.
Keep
And,
rolling.
Okay, yeah, I know you said Eldritch Blast also gets sneak attack, but I'm sticking with the crossbow because that actually gets a bit more damage.
Alright, you are hidden, so you have advantage.
Oh yes. So okay, in that case, 25 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
All right, that's 24 damage.
Uh-huh.
Not non-magical, if that matters.
And is that your turn?
Isabel is gonna move around these rocks a little bit more and hide again.
Also, just for your reference, Corax, snake is considered basically magical because it's not it's a vague damage. It doesn't have like a resistance tied to it.
I always assumed it just had it just had the same damage type as whatever as the weapon, but okay.
It's similar to like rage and like the those sorts of things. All right, you're hidden. Ryu. That's you.
Okay, so
Echo.
okay, yes, I know. I was debating if I should call for Alex again, but I'm not gonna do that to the fan.
You
No,
only get
yeah.
that once a day anyway.
Is it once a day? It did not say once a day on my read screen.
What?
That's fine.
Once a day. I think it's once a day if it fails, once a week if it succeeds.
Okay, that's fair enough. I'll do the thing that Ryu always does and just do Spirit Guardians. Alright, so that is going to be a thing. 15.
Alright.
Yeah, okay.
Let me add the little circle, the radius, which is 15, and bam.
Okay, and I'll add the damage now, right? Or later? So I'll roll the damage.
They get it when they first start and when they end their turns. So yes, roll damage. And the fleshy golem will be making a wisdom save.
Yep.
So-
Where you does radiant, so I'll leave it at radiant. I'll move them over there too. Not
Yeah.
that it matters.
So that's a fail, so it's 8 radiant.
Yes. And then he'll move spirit weapon. I believe that moves 20 feet on its own. And then we'll make a bonus action attack on this guy.
Okay. Roll it.
Now, and spirit weapon. Very cool. That is not a 20, but a 9 force.
Their token isn't properly set up, Clara. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And yes, that'll hit and do damage.
That is
9 plus 4 is 13. It is now the Dragonbone's Golem's turn, and it is going to slam into the ground with a big thud. Now, I don't believe that... Does that take an action? I can't remember.
I wouldn't think so.
So let me look up the wording of the spell again.
Command.
So must follow the command on its next turn. Okay, so it doesn't say it takes its action.
But it does say it then ends its turn. The target drops whatever it is holding and then ends its turn.
Okay, then.
That's the wording it had, but what would you say?
Is that an example?
I think in this context, drop wouldn't be drop an item; it would be drop from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
Even still, they are holding the ceiling, so they are holding something.
Yeah.
yeah. So I guess they're holding it is holding itself up, so I guess it drops itself.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say that does take its turn.
Does it take any falling damage, or
No.
it's too big? Okay.
I don't think it's
I mean,
anyway.
I imagine it falls slowly because it's slowed.
alright. Shiva?
Separate question though.
Yes?
I can wait for my turn.
Shiva.
Shiva is sleeping now. She's having a good night.
Corax.
Right. So, quick question. It's not going to affect what I'm going to do. It might affect how effective it is. So, it was it was basically upside down gripping the ceiling, right?
Yes.
So, if it fell, did it land on its back? What I'm asking is it prone right now?
I would say no, because command doesn't make you do a harmful situation. So they would do the condition best its abilities, right?
Yeah, I have to agree with Neku there. Like, they're not going to drop prone when they can just drop and then flip, like a cat would.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's good to know. That means I will not be attacking with advantage, but I will be attacking nonetheless.
I did have it end its turn, so I'd say that evens it out.
Yeah,
it really did.
Totally fine. Totally fine. All right, so I'm gonna move here. Give Jezebel a good flanking position. And okay, well, first things first, safety first. I am going to quicken cast Blur on myself.
Okay.
So, any attacks that rely on sight will have disadvantage against me.
Okay.
And then out comes Harlequin. 27.
That'll hit.
Okay, and I'm glad a first level Divine Smite on that.
Nice.
Minimum Divine Smite.
I know how
Okay.
that feels, don't worry.
So that's
And
26.
Yep, 26 damage total, and a second attack, also with Harlequin.
Okay.
That's 20. I think I'll forego the Divine Smite. I want to conserve my spell slots just a bit.
is the target undead?
They're not undead, no, they're monstrosities.
Okay, just wanted to
Okay.
make sure.
Okay. Oh, actually, yeah, good call, Brain, because if they had been, I would have gotten extra damage from Smite.
So that's 20 damage.
Yeah, 20 damage, so that's 46 damage all told.
Alright. So what happens is, as the dragon falls down and rights itself, you casually walk towards it with your sword out, and then you leap up, bring your sword down right on its neck, and sever it in a single blow. It's dead.
Its head.
Poor sucker didn't get a turn.
Yeah. Like, he just came down because I told him to.
You hear a bit of static once more. You! Conch Golem thing! You fiend! It was 2 days to retirement! Nah, I would have kept it working. It was close to being retired.
Well, consider this an early retirement then, and as a free action, can I shoot whatever this microphone is with my gun?
Do you allow it, Neku?
No, I need questions. Show with glare.
So you see Charlotte glaring at you. Do you still do it?
Fine. I put my gun away.
Just because her turn is right after yours, so.
Yeah, okay, totally understandable.
Neku!
I will do actually. Charlotte would toss aside her heavy bow gun and pull out her normal rifle and aims it at this guy now.
Yep.
And she will ask, "Whoa! How do I undo that?" I accidentally to Ryu.
Press Control Z.
Control Z. It does not work. I was trying to delete a blue dot I made.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, he's alive again.
Hey, yeah.
Okay. So she was gonna aim the gun at the humanoid monstrosity and just as a bonus action or free action, she'll bark out an order to him saying, "Surrender now, you will live. Tell us what we need to know, and we'll end your life miserably or keep it going. Depends on what you want to do."
The Flash Golem stares at you,
Freaking
but it makes, but you get the impression it's not going to stop.
Charlotte just simply sighs, looking a little deflated from that, and walks over to the machine. That's what she's gonna do her action, is trying to figure out how it works.
All right, roll me a tool check, and I'll get back to that on your next turn. Cicada.
Fair enough.
Okay. I can see this flesh golem from behind the corner. Ah, jeez. I'm gonna try casting a double Eldritch Blast again.
Go for it. Both of those hit. You deal 13 damage.
Okay, I just trying to look here. Yeah, I still have Agonizing Blast. So that would deal... Let me see here. I add my Charisma modifier to it, so that's an extra 4 damage to each hit. I need to add that. Eventually.
Roll it.
No, it's just straight 4 damage.
Okay.
So she did 8 in total. That's both of us, basically.
Yeah.
8 more in total.
So that would be 8, 12, 21 damage in Eldritch Blast.
So it's now your eye golem's turn.
Okay. He's gonna snicker and start casting eye beams at the golem.
Alright. Yeah, I believe, yep, those both hit.
Look out. They're firing their lasers.
Yeah, so that's plus an extra 10, so that would be 28 damage.
Alrighty. It is now the Flash Golem's turn.
How much HP did this thing have?
They're flesh golems.
You aren't really hitting him that much.
It is going to let out a mad and furious roar and attack Ryu. Going to slash and slam into him twice.
That's right.
Both of those hit.
Yeah, they do.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
20.
And then it's going,
Ow.
and then, because it's the end of its turn, it's going to fall to the ground. Dead.
That is spiteful. This man's spiteful. Kill him.
He had 3 HP left. Anything you rolled with Spirit Guardians would have killed him.
Right,
My
okay.
goodness. Okay, that's fair. I kind of like I let Ryu got beat up for that too. Charlotte could have just shot him. That's funny.
Combat is now over. For now.
Spiteful.
Ah, jeez.
So, you're examining the device. You notice that it has a thin cord that is almost like it's being disguised as it's clearly trying to be hidden, but there's a thin cord of some description that is leading out of the cave and up north.
Wait, I didn't mean
Really?
to click that, sorry.
Charlotte just like gives a really look, and I'm gonna try. I don't know if this takes a lot of time to do so, but I'm going to press, or Charlotte's gonna press her paw onto the machine in question and try to connect to it. I don't know if she can, but I'm gonna try it again because that was the thing we did with the detonator.
Roll a tools check, I suppose.
Okay, it's a weird check.
You, I'm honestly, I have no idea what you're doing. Like, with the explosives, you're able to like. With the explosives, you were able to. I ruled it as you'd probably be able to figure it out because it's the same thing you use with your gun.
Okay, well then if that doesn't work, Charlotte won't. I wouldn't try it. If it doesn't make sense, I'm not gonna.
You can try and tinker with it and try and pull it apart if that's what you're trying to do.
Not really, but we'll go. But that's not like a priority if that makes sense. So
Basically, the roll you did earlier, the 19, is why you were able to spot the cord.
no, I get you. I'm not complaining about the roll.
I didn't say you were,
Okay.
but yeah.
How did you get HP?
Give me a moment. Okay. I'll add the HP. I guess Charlotte just went out the cord, say, probably connecting up north. Very curious with what's going on here.
There's no connection up north. There's nothing up there. Nothing.
Charlotte now shoots the device that Prax is going to do.
Can I let Hiccup shoot the device?
Sure.
Phew. Actually, you know what happens? Oh, both you, Cicada, and Corax all shoot the device at the same time.
You mean Charlotte? Or just everybody?
Yeah, everyone shoots the device at the same time.
Chlorine
Got
pulls the device. Not
Charlotte's
that it
going
would
to
do anything.
Charlotte's going to go grab her whatever arrow she can grab. If she used her.
Alright. You're able to retrieve half of them.
Yep.
I believe I fired 6, so I can gather 3 back.
Okay. This may be a little bit beyond my. Maybe a little bit beyond the scope of my authorities, since I'm only supposed to guide her in combat. But can I have Jezebel like examine the dragon to see if there's anything valuable on it?
Sure, but I'm gonna probably take away your control of that sheet very soon, so this will be your last roll.
Okay, what do you want? What shall I roll?
It will be an investigation.
Oh wow.
Natural 20.
Alright, so what are you investigating for?
Basically to see if this dragon has any particularly valuable parts.
Yeah, there's
Okay, one, to see it, just see if there's any valuable parts, and two, since it's a natural 20, I think I can finesse this, is to see if she can identify a what kind of in a dragon these parts came off of.
Alright. Well, being an amalgamation, the parts are all from different dragons. Like the head is a fire dragon, the body looks more like a blue dragon, the wings seem more like a gold dragon, and all of the parts are valuable. The issue is carrying them.
Because they're heckin' huge.
You could
Okay,
probably gather the teeth or the claws and make a fair amount of money off of them.
Fair point. Last question. Anything off a steel dragon here?
Uh. Mm, one of the wing bones does look like it came from a steel dragon because it has some slots where the steel wing bits would slot in.
Oh dear.
I am going to message Jezebel for it. This.
Sure, do let Jezebel know what she found out. As it stands, what do you guys do now?
I'm going to. Charlotte's going to pull up the goggles over her head again and see if there's anything different going on here.
You examine them, and there are the faint residue of souls, but as they've both died, the souls have already moved on.
Rest in peace. Charlotte says, and then she goes up north.
So you guys all head north?
Hmm?
So you guys all head north?
Yeah, I'm going to head up north.
Alright. So you all head up the path towards the area that said nothing. And you eventually... Go on.
Okay. Clara's confused. It's just like, there's nothing up north.
I'm not going to respond to that. Charlotte's not going to respond to that.
Neither is Corex.
Okay.
She follows while being confused.
You guys all come to what looks like the sheer mountain face. However, there's a strange opening, almost perfectly rectangle, in the cliff face. It's like no cave you guys have ever seen before. And as you step inside, you're blasted with the full force of air conditioning. As you all feel the warmth, almost paradoxically, seeping out of the cave through the opening you guys just walked through. It's very warm in the cave, and the place looks strange. You don't even recognize half of the materials or anything that's being displayed, or you don't even recognize what the walls are made of. but you have made it inside the snowy entrance.
I need to get Hiccup out here as well, because
Is this a drawn
Still
line?
That is a line drawn in the ground. You have no idea what it's for.
Of course, Clara would do that.
just needs
She's
to be
looking at
sized
things.
down a bit.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
Okay.
Here.
I don't like this place.
You look at things. What do you guys do?
Charlotte
What's-
keeps walking forward, and she's not saying anything else. She's just silent, just looking forward.
You guys pass by some sort of weird door-like structure, but there's no handle for it. And on the ceiling in the corner here, there's something that looks similar to the device you saw in the cave. And then even further still, there's this clear reflective wall that you can see through. But it's clearly there. It's almost like an invisible barrier. And in fact, you notice a second invisible barrier right behind some sort of mist wearing armor. And apparently that didn't draw properly. 1 second. There we go.
What is that?
So yeah, up just to the top left is where you see some sort of mist wearing armor standing in front of another piece of reflective material.
Okay. Can I?
You can't, from the angle you guys are at, you can't see exactly what's behind the reflective material. But you got a couple of ways you can go. Now, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, is it active right now?
It is not.
Can I? Hold on. I need to look at something real quick.
Clara eventually says, I'm gonna go ask for directions.
Yeah. Can I see anything magical coming from this armor?
It's almost scary because you look around and you have never seen a place with so little magic. It's almost a black void of no magic, except for you
No
guys.
magic.
In fact, even Clara, as she is, generates the slightest twinge of magic because you guys do know magic. But the rest of this place, it's almost blind to you.
Eh. So the suit of armor, even from this distance, I have 120 feet of magic detection. I can't sense any magic from it?
Nope.
Ugh.
I did say Clara's going to ask for directions. I'm still giving you time to stop her.
No, I'm gonna see what happens when you do.
So-
no.
Honestly, the same. I cannot control Shiva. I just had never had time to say that.
Oh, sorry. I'll fix that.
So, you know, yeah.
Choose another token that I haven't properly set up yet.
It's fine. I haven't used her a lot.
Maybe-
Like this token.
There you go.
Clara, maybe you shouldn't be so close to it. I don't
Anyway,
know what that is.
give me a second, because I'm trying to say something, but you guys have had things you've been asking. So, as you round the corner, Clara, you glance behind the reflective barrier, and you see a figure with their arms just casually there, grinning madly as they look at you. And then you all hear a voice echo all around you, as if it's speaking from the very walls. You finally are here! Welcome, welcome!
Yeah, there he is.
Oh God.
What happened to your eye?
Oh, I gave it to one of my experiments.
Who are you talking to? Oh my gosh. Charlotte, you may want to see this.
Welcome to my humble abode. You will not leave here alive.
Could you give us directions? I think we might be slightly lost.
Sure, I'll give you directions. I'll take you right in, and then I'll dissect you. And then I'll direct all your body parts to different areas and different experiments, and it will all be glorious.
I don't like where this is going.
I prefer to remain in one piece.
Oh, I'm sure you do, but that's not something you'll have a choice over now, will it?
Wait, I still have magic detection on. Can I see anything coming from him?
While you're all distracted by him, the entrance closes behind you with a loud...
What?
You are now locked in.
Well,
I did say welcome. And yes, you don't detect any magic on him.
ew,
Korax calls out, "Rather rude of you not to come out and greet your guests in person."
Oh, I am greeting you in person. I'm just not so foolish as to stand right in front of my test subjects where they could kill me. Now that would be quite mad. I'm not that mad just yet. Well, no, that's not true. I did try it once or twice, but then, yeah, I realized that was kind of stupid of me, but I'm alive, so that's all that matters.
I know, he's
So-
intelligently insane.
Sorry to interrupt you there, Neku, but I had to get that out while I still had the nasally in my voice. What did you say?
Alright. Charlotte would finally speak, looking over the person, and she just had a sad gaze in her. Somewhere along the line, you lost your own your own will of mortality or morals, and you started ruining other people's lives with them. Sorry. Everything you made here is looking really fantastic, well designed. Probably eons before I get anywhere near your level of skill and machinery alone. But as it stands, what you're doing is monstrosities, leaving them out here. They all want to die. Their souls are being entangled. I do not abide by your actions.
He sort of chuckles at you and snickers, and then he says, "Oh man, you must not have come from where I did. You know,
I don't like this.
Oh, this is so funny. I can't believe it. Another rabbit. I've been running out of ears, you see, because, I mean, I can grow them back, but, it's kind of painful to, take my own ears, and I don't have any floppy rabbits to use, so you being here is really great. I'll be able to get some nice samples from you.
Oh god.
Should a proper experiment not have a control group?
Oh, control groups are for the system, and the system will be destroyed.
Are you drunk?
Terrible scientist if you don't know what a control group is.
They had control groups where I came from. They all called me mad. Hopping mad, you could say. Woohoo.
Well, clearly they were right. You call yourself a scientist, but you don't even know what a control group is.
I told you I know what a control group is. I just don't care to have them.
I'm gonna look at this while they're talking, while he's
Charlotte's gonna-
monologuing.
Yeah, Charlotte's gonna finally fire. She's done hearing this.
Well, I must be off. Sorry.
She's gonna try and shoot at it with the glass with the rifle bullet. If that matters.
You fire off a shot, and the glass absorbs it and doesn't break. The ghastly spectre wearing the armor turns and takes a fighting stance.
Uh-oh.
Roll initiative.
Well,
Okay. Would you like us to take control of Ryu and Jezebel again?
Oh,
Nah, I'll just say they're doing their attacks. Don't worry about them for this. As for you, Cicada, it's some sort of fence, but it doesn't have an opening at the top. It almost looks like it opens from the bottom, which is super weird. Like, why would you have a fence open from the bottom?
yeah, I don't think I can lift that with my current strength.
Alright, so everyone's rolled?
I haven't rolled Shiva yet.
Right.
Shiva only gets one roll.
Okay. So, Charlotte, it is your turn first. Before that, though, the Mad Hopper looks to you all and then says, "You fell for it! I can't believe it. Well, you have fun, and I'm gonna go put 10 on the neurotoxin, and we'll get time to personally chat one-on-one with each of you later." And you see him turn in place, and then he slowly begins to hop away.
I don't want to be experimented on.
Okay, the glass. Or not the glass, but the barrier here. That's the
Hmm?
barrier, right? I can see through it, right?
Yep.
So it's like bulletproof? Ugh.
Do this.
Hold on. It stopped scrolling on me. Sorry.
Gotcha. It's okay.
Alright, sorry, the cat has decided to climb on me. So, you cast that and you're trying to teleport him, yes?
No, I will. Okay, so because I know he can try to resist it, so I'm not going to do that per se. I am going to teleport Shiva through the wall.
Alright. So, you try and do that. However, and those of you who can see magic notice this, the magic hits the barrier, and the barrier almost seems to bend, and then the magic buckles and sends it backward, and Shiva appears here instead, pushing Korak slightly to the side.
Huh.
I think that's like some kind of anti-magic?
You then notice that the magic that was absorbed by the barrier rapidly begins to dissipate into the walls and then fades away.
Think we're going to have to go around.
Shiva, Charlotte will just command Shiva to attack this thing. That's bonus action.
Okay. Roll it.
One.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Just 6.
Okay. And is that your turn?
That's
Cool, cool. Corax.
Okay, Korax is going to flank with Shiva. And don't know. I don't know who. I don't know who it's gonna focus on, so I'm gonna hold off on the blur for now. Harlequin the first, 21. Harlequin the second, 14.
I'm not seeing it.
Scroll
there we
down.
go. There we go.
Like I mentioned, the thing isn't scrolling properly today.
Well,
Yeah.
it's me not
So-
loading. So
Right. So
Alright.
first hit was a 21. Second one was 14.
The 21 will hit.
All right, that is 14 damage.
Alright, you do 14 damage. Cicada.
okay.
Actually, both you and Haru.
Hey,
Actually, both you and Charlotte, I need you to roll me just a quick perception check. Ryu, click on your token and roll initiative whenever you're ready.
Sure. Where am I? Where am I?
Middle left.
Yeah, right to the
Oh,
left.
there. I was under the my token was under the turn order.
Yeah, you've taken a bit of damage because you got punched by a Flash Golem, but otherwise you're good.
So, well, that's fine. That just means I was doing.
I can give you the TLDR later. For now, let's just focus on combat. Oh, actually, I'll just give it now. You guys entered the facility. You met the mad scientist, and now you're facing a barrier and some sort of shade wearing armor.
When you say barrier, do you mean like a
Force field
stereo-
tank.
like a stereotypical secret base electric fence kind of barrier?
more like a
Something
clear.
like that.
I'm sorry. Give me a second. I messed up here. That should be close enough. Okay. Sorry. Could you repeat that for you?
I was just making up analogies on what what kind of a barrier it was.
Okay. Anyway. Cicada, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go over here, fly up 10 feet,
Mm-hmm.
if the ceiling allows.
It is 10 feet high.
Okay. And gonna cast a double Eldritch Blast on it.
Being small, the rabbit didn't need a high ceiling. And you're gonna cast an Eldritch Blast at the barrier.
No, this guy.
Alright, I'm afraid both your attacks miss.
Okay, and I'm going to use my bonus action. I'm gonna see what happens if I try to shove him with telekinesis
Okay,
into the barrier.
okay.
So that is. Let me check my DC again. That is a DC 16 strength saving throw.
Okay.
That is a failure, so it is shoved 5 feet into the barrier.
You shove it into the barrier, it passes right through.
But
It is now standing in the barrier. But enough out that you can hit it.
and nothing happens?
Nope, nothing happened.
Huh. Well, okay then.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn, and now it's Hiccup's turn.
Sure thing.
And he is going to be casting a double eye ray on the the golem.
Okay. The 23 will hit.
Oh wow, this thing has a lot of armor. Blah. So that is 12 psychic damage.
Alrighty.
No, this is a different golem, Rhea. Sorry. The other, the
I was
other one was a flesh golem. This one's new.
So just someone said golem. I had to ask. I should.
It's okay.
It's now the animated armor's turn. It is going to step 5 feet forward, back to where it was, and then it's going to turn and let me see. Yeah. So it can move 30 feet, so it can move 5. Yep. It's going to walk right to Cicada. And yes, you all get attacks of opportunity. You may roll them.
Okay, so I'm gonna put a divine smite on that.
Sure.
That will be a second level one.
Sure.
Congratulations. This is the first time Clora's ever used this, I think.
Alright. So now that you guys have had your attacks, it is going to make 2 attacks with its great sword.
I am 10 feet in the air. Can it still reach me with 10 feet apart from it?
Oh, in that case, it'll use Shocking Bolt twice.
Oh god. Ow!
Oof.
Ignore that it says Strahd's animated armor, I just stole the stat block there. So yeah, the 24 will hit. And you take 15 damage.
Ow, ow, ow.
For you?
Good thing I'm not wearing metal. But I also need to make a concentration check.
I got it correct.
I'm good.
Thank you.
Okay.
For you, it is your turn.
All right. So seeing as how the thing is going after Cicada, he is going to run up to the thing and yelling, "You get away from her!" And I'm going to attack it with Dark Crusher. Or there. Right. Attacking with Dark Crusher.
And the thing isn't scrolling down anymore. Okay, let me fix that. Yeah, that'll hit.
And I'm going to use War Priest on top of that.
Okay.
So I guess it's saying it's just one extra attack, okay?
Yep.
I immediately regret this decision.
Alright. You attack it, but you just end up sliding it right through the armor and it does nothing. Shiva. Oh, right. Everyone who's attacked, I forgot I actually had you guys roll it earlier, didn't I? Everyone who's attacked, roll me a perception check.
I did roll one. I just that one.
Yeah, what was it?
24.
Is Jez
Okay.
participate?
Is what?
Jez isn't on the list.
I know.
Okay.
Just I know. I will get to her in a moment.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Just please roll perception if you've had a turn. And you got a 28, right?
Yeah, 24.
24, right. Alright. Clorax and Clora, you get the sense something isn't right.
What about Charlotte?
Charlotte and Ryu. I was waiting to see who. I'm waiting for the last people to roll. Okay, I need Cicada.
I already rolled. It was a 4.
I see. Okay.
I rolled. It's you. Do you see it?
Yeah, I didn't see Cicada's roll though. Anyway, so Ryu and Charlotte, you realize that despite your attacks, the thing hasn't taken a single point of damage. It looks just as new and there's not even a scratch on the armor.
Huh?
God, nothing we do is hurting this thing.
Then we shift tactics.
When this machine moved, it went through this wall or inside of it, right?
When Cicada pushed it with telekinesis, it was moved 5 feet into the barrier, which it went through without any issues.
Okay. Charlotte is gonna pick up. Oh, not Charlotte, Shiva. Okay, so Shiva, Charlotte's gonna have Shiva try to move through the wall barrier.
Alright, let me think for a moment. Did you use any magic in the creation of Shiva?
I would say yes, because Cricket, the reason why Charlotte's able to make it. And Shiva does have one of Charlotte's artificial soul signatures.
Okay, so you try to send Shiva through, but like with the spell, she presses against the barrier and then it sort of bounces her back lightly.
Okay. Alright. She will then, but that I would say that costs 5 feet. Is that fair to say that?
Sure.
Okay, then she'll move over to the machine and just try to no, she can't do anything on her turn, so she just moves.
Okay. Laura.
Clara is looking at the machine, and she's gonna try moving over here and see what this does, if anything.
So, what are you targeting?
The armor thing.
Alright. It makes a wisdom save. Success.
It would take half damage. Not that that means anything.
Alright, is that your turn?
Yep.
Alright. Jezebel goes next. She fires off a shot, and there's not really anywhere for her to hide, so she just... That's her turn. Charlotte.
Charlotte is going to with the barrier again, and she's going to pull out a bullet and then throw the bullet through to the barrier.
The bullet goes through the barrier.
That's it. All right, got that idea going. Then I'm going to do this next. I'm going to assume that wasn't an action, so I'm going to do this myself.
Link.
Oh, it's
Go
scrolled
to the
again.
ethereal plane.
And I'm going to move right here.
Hold on, I've got a cat just like... Okay. Vanish from the common plane and a player on the ethereal plane.
An entirely different dimension.
So you're trying to pass through the barrier via a different plane.
Well, it's gonna be an RNG check, and that'll take a few turns. But yeah,
Okay.
and that's all I can really do with Charlotte.
So every time at the end of your turn, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a d20.
Yeah, okay. Actually, yeah.
But
And then you roll a d8, I believe, to determine the direction.
no, I choose where when I come back. I choose where I end up in.
Okay.
So that
So you
doesn't happen until the start of my next turn now.
okay, we'll get to that then when that happens then. Corax.
Yeah.
All right. So Korax is just gonna point at it and again speak a spell of command, and the command at the robot is going to be deactivate.
Would Corax know that word?
Okay, one moment.
I'm sorry, but I did have to ask.
That is a fair question.
Because Korak comes from a area of
The word activate has been around since at least the 1600s, apparently, according to Google.
Yeah, but in this method, what would be used for deactivation?
why would you use
Yeah.
why would Corax use deactivate and not stop?
Well, because deactivate. Well, I'm looking at deactivate, and that one was apparently coined in 1904. So
Yeah.
Mm.
So what do you say instead?
okay, what's an older word for?
Stop.
Actually,
Stop.
well, no, not stop, because as that I would allow it to just start again.
Shut down?
It has to be one word.
Sleep.
Okay. Sleep then. Let me see. Wisdom. Okay, wisdom save.
3.
That fails.
Alright, we'll get to what happens then on its turn.
Okay.
Peter.
I'm flying away. And for my action, I'm going to try and...
With or without disengaging?
I'm 10 feet away from it. So it's
Ah,
not really a
okay.
disengage. But, can I see if I can't try to inspect what this thing is supposed to be and what weaknesses it has? From a distance?
So you're trying to perceive any weaknesses in it.
Yeah.
Okay. That will be perception.
Okay. 14.
You can't see anything that you don't already see. That it's some sort of armored shade.
Bleh. Anyways, I'm gonna have Hiccup start blasting it.
Okay.
So anyway,
Those both miss.
Yep.
It is now the armor's turn. It jolts there for a moment, and then it freezes in place and droops down for a moment.
Hmm.
You hear the sound of something going doo, whoop whoop, and then it starts rising again. Doo. The armor stands back up and starts joking and then jolting again. But that is its turn.
Starts making the Windows
A little bit
startup
more
noise.
permanent.
Doo, 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 doo.
Wait, if it turned, if it started back up right after you told it to stop, does that mean there's someone else here controlling it?
Possibly. I don't know how machines work.
I think
It's-
Charlotte does.
Charlotte is the closest thing you guys have to an expert, and all of this tech is much of a much higher tech level than even Charlotte. To put this into perspective, most of you grew up in semi-medieval, semi-industrial. Charlotte grew up in industrial, and this is basically current level tech.
And Ryu grew up in a village, a
Yeah.
remote village hidden in the forest.
Yeah, Korax and Charlotte are from the two most advanced societies, and those are like turn of the 20th century.
No, they're not even that far. Like, people are only just starting to get steam-powered devices and all that.
I mean, like Victorian era was what I'd always pictured.
Fair enough. Either way, Ryu, it's your turn.
All right, so now that I know that nothing is going to hurt this thing, I am going to. Oh wait, it's just to clarify. This thing is made of fire, right? Made of metal, right?
It's wearing metal armor, but it's some sort of shade or shadow wearing metal armor.
Hmm.
Like, it doesn't have limbs or anything. But the armor does have, like, metal armor pieces that are limbs.
Okay, so Ryu's going to experiment a bit and try firebolt.
Heat it?
Okay. Cast it.
And
That your turn?
it's gonna have to be.
Alright. Shiva.
What Shiva does best is absolutely nothing. That's how she wins.
Flora.
Then you should have called her Luigi.
Flora is going to market.
Okay.
That's fail.
That's a failure.
Yep, you do 6 damage. Charlotte. Where are you intending on blinking out? Past the
That's
barrier?
when I would actually... Yeah, past the barrier. I got 10 feet.
You blink?
Is.
And
Yeah.
you pass the barrier.
Alright. Now I only get a few actions of this, so when Charlotte is past the barrier fully, she's gonna glance around. Does she see a device that looks like it's turned on or powered?
Roll perception for me. I will say this: you see that the corridor turns in 2 directions near the end. You'd have to explore a bit to see what's down there, but the corridor does have a fork in the road further down. Either way, pulse up.
Yeah. Okay. This is my perception roll. I will use a flash of genius on that one to make it a 19.
You look around and it takes you a bit of searching, but you do see that there's something along the sides of the shield that are pointing outward, as in like they're sort of like lights that are pointing outward towards where the barrier is forming. And
Okay.
following them, you follow their there seems to be something buried underneath that is being marked by a thin line on the ground. And the line goes from this barrier down to the door, and then it goes, if you follow me down to the very bottom, you can see the red patchwork line, which you suspect is also hiding more of this line. And then it has the yellow line, which goes back into the wall and into the area you have yet to explore.
Huh?
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm gonna shoot it.
So you shoot one of the little shimmering lights.
Yes.
Alright. Roll for your attack.
Okay, this is with my rifle, which the rifle is considered magical, so.
Okay.
Shouldn't have that much of an armor class, considering.
You knock out a few of the lights, and the device sputters a bit.
Okay.
And now you must roll for.
I am gonna move further down the hallway before my turn ends, so I will be moving 30 feet. That's okay.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do the blink roll. I gotta keep doing that.
Yep.
All right. So I'll be 30 feet into the hallway, depending on how long that hallway is.
Okay.
And there is your d20 roll. So I'm back in the ethereal plane again. Bye, guys.
Ah,
Thorax.
What to do?
well, it's a machine, right?
A machine that is apparently completely impervious to any kind of damage we can cause it.
Hmm.
Well, if I can't harm it, maybe I might be able to pin it. Okay, so Korax is gonna do something that I have no idea what you're gonna ask me to roll for this. It is so she's gonna try and slide her blade sort of into this thing's plates, if that makes sense, to get some leverage, and use that to sort of pin it in place.
I'm gonna go with strength check.
So
Yeah,
you're
I mean, grappling. What I'm basically doing is grappling here, so athletics.
Yeah.
you're trying to do that thing from Silent Hill 4 where you can pin
Oh,
ghosts
God.
to the floor with a sword.
Oh wow.
I don't know what that is, but but I'm actually thinking of a thing I saw in Berserk one time.
Let's focus, please. So, you managed to pin one of the legs so that it can't move anymore. Well, not it can move, but you've slowed its movement to like 10 feet. So it basically can no longer really move fast, but it's still able to move.
Well, I mean, I'm still holding on to the sword, so
Yeah.
I have to break the grapple.
You have pinned it with you, but what I mean is, if you left the sword, it would only have 10 feet of movement.
All right. Well, Like,
Is
yeah, what I'm trying to go for is really hard to explain without a picture. So, yeah, this will do.
effectively you have it grappled, yes.
Yeah.
Cicada.
Wait, what does Jezebel do? She hasn't had a turn yet.
Jezebel was shooting at the device, but Jezebel has been shooting at the armor, but now that Charlotte's behind the barrier, she's probably just waiting around.
Ah, jeez. Uh, hmm.
10, 9, 8.
I'm still gonna try and perceive any weak spots that it might have. Anything in
perception.
particular. There we go.
It has no weak spots
Really?
because the armor and the fa- and the dev- and the shade inside don't exist.
Wait. This is just a major illusion, isn't it?
Nope. It's not an illusion. It's not a form of magic. You can tell that with your sight. But you can tell it's almost identical to the barrier and that it does not actually exist.
Doesn't exist, but it's not magic?
Yep.
That is weird.
Congratulations on your nat 20.
Yeesh. Okay. How do I defeat something that does not exist?
Well, regardless of that, I think that's a good point to wrap up for this week.
Ah, jeez.
ending it off like a shonen anime.
Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Later.